Yeah, what's up, people? Wagwan, fam. This is Atreyu, and I'm gonna get into this more detailed review of UW Battle League high stakes event. This was my favorite event, and I already mentioned and talked about it from the previous blog. Check that out if you didn't see it, so you know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna go straight into the matchups right now. I didn't take notes, man. I should have, but you know what I'm saying? So I can't remember details about it. But what I'm going to do is tell you my thoughts. So Daylyt and B Magic. Now, as I mentioned in the other video, man, this was at the time, this was my favorite battle ever. My favorite. I'm not saying it's the best battle ever. This was my favorite. With the skill level of both opponents. The feel from the whole card and event in general, the dynamics of it, you know what I'm saying? One just antics and a performer with bars, and the other one just the best punchline rapper out there now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like all of this, everyone, they was both on point. They both done their shit. They didn't stumble. You know what I'm saying? Let me get into it. Daylyt had what he called the Matrix, and I thought he was just chatting shit before the event. I thought he was just talking like, oh yeah, it's the Matrix, you know, he's talking about all this other shit as well, you know, the movie Jumper, and you know, and it's just footage online and all this bullshit. So I'm thinking, when he's talking about the Matrix, I thought he was just chatting shit. This dude, he starts off spitting and he's rapping and rapping and rapping. And he gives the crowd a choice. He says to them, do you want me to take... Basically, in layman's terms, he raps about, okay, I've given you antics and this and that and rare and a ski mask. And that's this pill. I think that's the red pill. And then he said, or I could give you before the ski mask, before the Daylyt they hated, the Daylyt this and that, the Daylyt was too real and rare. You know what I'm saying? Do you want the blue pill? And he gave the crowd an option. He said, what one do you want to see? And the crowd basically was like, we want the real shit. Bring the bars. Fuck the antics and all that. And he kind of played both sides, man. He done that shit. First major thing. I don't know what round I can't even remember. But fucking, he says he saw an Asian. And he's looking at him and he had these people dressed up. He's dressed up like fucking Morpheus or some shit from the Matrix. Glasses, long, you know, trench coat, whatever. Him and his people got the same shit. And he's rapping in the beginning, I think in the beginning of his second round, I can't remember. He's looking over to the side and they're all looking like behind B Magic now. And he's talking about, he sees an Asian. Someone comes walking up with a ski mask on. Take off the ski mask, this brer is wearing a suit. He looks like fucking Loaded Lux. And everyone's like, what the fuck? And he basically starts doing the impression of Loaded Lux from Summer Madness 2. And the crowd's going crazy. And then he sounds and looks so much like Lux that the crowds are going crazy. And then Daylyt starts battling him. So this guy is standing in front of B Magic now and facing Daylyt. And then Daylyt's battling him. And then fucking... At one point, I don't know if it's that verse to that round or the last round. Fucking some next. That's it. It's the last. Oh, Daylyt's a fool, man. I think it's the last round, man. He goes in fucking slow mo, and he starts talking to the Matrix, and he goes in slow mo, and he starts like busting guns and shit, and him and his people they're all in slow mo. And he's all rapping, so he's like, yeah, so white said, and he's doing all that shit in slow-mo. He's got a fucking chick with him, a nice looking chick. She wearing a glass and all that shit. She starts turning around, dancing and shit, turning around, starts fucking twerking in slow-mo as he's doing it. Then he starts slapping her ass in slow-mo. The next thing, I don't know if it's before or after, I can't even remember. some fucking Morpheus looking bro just comes jumping out of nowhere. He starts doing his fucking martial arts and shit. Oh shit. Like, nah. But the thing is, he done all that. And he had bars, you know what I'm saying? He had bars and depth and all that shit. B Magic was laughing as well. It was a good thing. Like, it wasn't no like when you watch it, you can see it's actually clever, innit? So they sat down and they prepared this like it's a fucking play, it's a performance and shit. But everyone was laughing, the crowd's going crazy. Arsenal and all that, they was all laughing there on the stage. B Magic was laughing. B Magic's bars. Fucking, he had more aggression than I've seen lately. He was really, especially in the final round, man. He's feeling himself, man. It's one of those where you might even say that it was 2-1 or 3-0 to B Magic. To be honest, definitely B Magic won it, but some people might even say easily 3-0. But it's one of those ones where, yeah, that's what happens. When you're judging it on bars, B Magic won because he just came serious and came with bars, innit? That's what it's about. That's why you know what I'm saying? But Daylyt's bars, Daylyt's skills, Daylyt's entertainment and all that, you can't really take nothing away from him in this battle. You can't really hate on him, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like like I said, not like he got naked, he done all this other shit and just some corny antics. It was actually entertainment, you know what I'm saying? So like I said, I believe that this event, this weekend, a blackout for this event, obviously high stakes being the biggest one, with the best card, no matter if it's only got like four battles on a card, it was the best card, and it changed the whole shit up. And Daylyt's performance changed this shit into entertainment, man. Like, it was entertainment before, and then all this other stuff on different levels. You have people that do antics and all that. You got some rappers that are not real. What they're talking about is not real, but you know, oh, it's just entertainment, it's just battle rap. But this transformed it into, like, you can see, like, this being an industry. You can see this being a business, you know what I'm saying? Same way the record label, music wasn't always for sale like that. Especially, come on now, if we talk about black people or black music. Music to black people's been everything. Like, when they sang, when they prayed, when they went to war, when they fucking talk about their love or their children or their life, they're passing down stories from generation to generation. Black people come from an oral tradition historically. You know what I'm saying? So music was that to them. In the Western world, they created this thing called the music industry. You know what I'm saying? When you can record music and rare. That's how that came about. So it turned into an industry. This shit turned battle rap from... It already got turned into a business. But I believe this is going to turn it into an industry. It was successful. There weren't too much trouble. You know what I'm saying? The only real trouble was people were getting off the stage before the Loaded Lux and Hollow the Don matchup. That's really the only trouble. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, as I was so Daylyt and this whole event, everything together, this is now entertainment. And it should be a good thing if it's done the right way. Let's hope it don't go corny and shit. And this is when, you know what I'm saying, Smack needs to really stand up. URL needs to really stand up. Because this was just one match. This was the first match. So, you know, from the main events. So that was that. B Magic, I gave it to B Magic, man. I'm sorry, man, I can't even quote bars, man. It's just the whole event's kind of overwhelming, man. It's late here. It's now 2 a.m. I started watching from fucking 7 on the dot. Waited for about 40 minutes for the shit to kick off, and I watched the undercard and all the normal all the main event battles. So yeah, this was that. This is for Daylyt and B Magic. I gave it to B Magic 2-1 to 3-0, but it was one of those ones. You know what? No one lost this. You know, bar wise, B Magic definitely won. But what Daylyt brought to this, it was a classic, definite classic, and yeah, 2-1 or 3-0 to B Magic, and yeah, that's that. I'm gonna go on to the next one. So yeah, bless up.